Our guest today on Ordinary Guys Bourbon, I don't know, at some point we might have guests that challenge themselves to say, I've been on the show 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. It's a repeat guest. A very, very good friend of mine, Vince Falzetta. Welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me here tonight, and I'm very proud to be on my second episode of Ordinary Bourbon Guys.
Ordinary Guys Bourbon.
Hello, it's great to be here. Thanks for the introduction. I'm very happy to be a part of my second episode of Ordinary Guys Bourbon.
Bourbon we're having today. This is a little bit of a off-the-wall offering. It's Frank August Bourbon. This is
August.
It's a small batch, it says. And let's be frank. Frank August is not a real person. My research.
It's also not a really interesting name, Frank August.
Well, let me tell you about the name.
Okay.
So Frank August, it's a mix of 2 names. Frank is the father of one of the business partners, and August, spelled without the first U, is the middle name of one of the business partner's sons.
Also a month of the year.
Yeah. The idea of creating this label spurned from COVID. And the CEO and founder, Jonathan Crocker, is a former denim and fashion executive.
COVID sprung this?
Yeah, well, I guess so.
Okay.
So, Jonathan Crocker and his business associates traded in making $200 jeans to make bourbon.
That's an interesting transition.
The story is, and let's be very frank, this is contract distilling, right? So it's not like Frank August or the company has a pot still and they're making their own bourbon. And I don't have any problem with that. I don't have any problem with that in the world, right? It's a contract distilling. They've got another company that's doing the distilling for them. They're blending, they're mixing, and coming up with this offering. And it is stated that it's sourced from Kentucky.
Okay.
Right?
True bourbon.
Each batch is made from 10, 15 barrels, so that's like 25 to 3,500 bottles a batch. Online, it's rumored to be distilled by Wilderness Trails, right, which is a large distillery in Kentucky. It's in, I think, Danville, Kentucky, which is like an hour east of Jim Beam, south of Lexington.
Do you mind if I interject?
Yeah.
Have you ever worn a pair of jeans that were $200 jeans?
I have not.
Nor have I.
No.
Okay, just curious.
The cat is making he wants to be part of this. But so Frank August, it's a modern bourbon. We'll call it that.
Modern.
Modern.
The bottle looks modern.
The bottle looks fantastic.
It does.
It's
nice.
a fantastic. Our cameraman today,
looks sexy.
Ken, had some very interesting comments about what the stopper kind of looked like. We won't get into those. This is a $75 offering, right?
Okay.
So
Not too cheap.
It's not too cheap, but again, a lot of these bourbon companies have all this lineage, right? That talks about, the last time we were on, we were talking about Blanton's. And how Colonel Blanton, 55 years at the distillery, and it changed names from OFC to George T. Stagg. Ultimately, Buffalo Trace was purchased by Sazerac. And this whole like web of family and twists
Lineage.
and turns. That's one story, right? And a lot of those stories, as the CEO said in a recent interview, a lot of those stories, are they real? I don't know. They certainly make you feel good. This is a different offering. This is hey, listen, we like bourbon. This is what we've put together as our offering. Let's put it in a fantastic packaging.
It's a beautiful bottle.
And let's see where it lands.
But its origin was a $200 pair of jeans.
Well, I mean that's
Founder.
That's the founder and CEO worked for a company that
Okay.
marketed $200 jeans.
Gotcha.
Which I, like you, have never owned. That's not negative, right?
It's not.
I
guess.
Let's let the product speak for itself. I mean, I don't have any more My research was,
I'm looking at your paper.
that's all I have.
It seems pretty
There's not much.
seems
But that's not bad.
like
That-
3 or 4
That's
seconds.
not a negative.
Yeah.
That's not a negative. Let's sample and let's see where we land.
Okay, sounds good.
So let's get into this. Frank August. Cheers to you, Vincent.
Cheers to you.
On with the scoring.
What was the price on this again?
$75.
And it's at retail price, you can get it?
I don't think it has a wide distribution just yet, because like each batch, 2,500 to 3,500 bottles. I bought this at the Party Source
For the price?
in
Listed.
Newport, Kentucky for $75.
Okay.
Yeah. This is probably gonna be one of the unique scoring of Ordinary Guys Bourbon. I'm really interested to hear what you have to say. Let's start with Heritage.
I give it a 1.
Maximum of 20.
I give it a 1.
I give it a 1 as well. And that's not a negative. That's our scoring system, which maybe our scoring system is skewed a little bit, and we didn't account for an offering like this. But the reality is that there is no heritage behind this brand.
Was 0 a choice or not?
It was, and I thought about giving it 0 as well.
Kind of harsh.
And that's why I give it a
That's why I
1.
bumped it up.
It's a participation 1.
Yeah, I give it a 1.
Taste and drinkability, maximum of 40.
To be honest with you, I went more on the neat taste and kind of went past what I have over here on the rocks, and I gave it an 8.
An 8?
Yes, that's correct.
So that's a real low score.
It is.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like
I give it a 26. I didn't mind it.
Wow.
I thought the taste was pretty good, actually.
I didn't think it was good at all.
And that's okay. Everyone has a different palate.
Yeah.
Affordability. This is a $75 offering, like I said. Maximum 30.
Well, I mean, I might have been a pretty harsh critic of this. I give it a 12.
It's okay. I give it a 22. So we're a little bit apart, and that's okay. Why 12?
Even though you can find it wherever you found it in Kentucky, I just went by like the taste of it, and for what it cost. Is I don't find it affordable to pay that much for.
There's other things you'd rather buy.
The taste is.
There's a lot of things you'd rather buy
And again,
for less than.
on the rocks with a little spit of water.
Yeah.
I can deal with it.
Yeah.
But the neat especially, I found it
Yeah.
very distasteful.
Okay. Design.
Design I think is very nice. I give it an 8.
I give the design a 10. I think the design is impeccable. That's the best looking bottle I think I've ever seen. I love the simplicity of it. And I'll tell you what, I don't know if you know this, but I don't know if this is official or not, but if you look at the underside of some bottles, there's a little indentation.
Yeah.
Chris Korn on episode, I think 2 or 3, told about this. That's like a cigarette, this is like an ashtray. That's where you rest your cigarette.
It is, very nice.
I don't know if you like put the bottle like this and
There's not a lot of room for ashing here, but I
no,
think
but
it could-
the
I think
little
it could work.
indentation there is, I guess,
Yeah, interesting.
it was a cornism.
Yeah.
So I give it a 10. I really like the bottle. I like the simplicity. I think from a marketing and a marketing standpoint, they've hit a home run, right? The liquid, I didn't think it was as bad as you thought it was.
I mean, I may have been subjective slightly.
That's okay.
Because of the $200 designer jeans shifting to bourbon.
Okay.
I just didn't see how that, connected.
Well, he may have been a bourbon aficionado for years.
That might be.
Who happened to be trapped in a lifestyle of marketing jeans.
If you worked in manufacturing and you went to bourbon, then I would give you some credit because you've been drinking
Maybe he
the
has
entire time you were in the industry, I would guess, right? And now you're just branching off into the thing that you've liked the best. But
It's fair.
yeah, I don't see how designer jeans gets me to this $75 a bottle.
Overall, my score is a 59.
I'm quite a bit short of you. I'm at 29.
I think you're
29.
lower. That's okay. That's okay.
I know it is.
So
I know
Frank
it is.
August, a very, very unique bottle. Very, very interesting marketing, which I like. Not a lot of heritage. A big split between the two of us
Yeah.
on the drinkability and the taste. But nevertheless, Frank August.
If Frank would send me free bottles,
There's no such guy as Frank. He's
I know,
he's
but
a
I understand that. But that's just if Frank, the imaginary Frank August, sent me free bottles of his bourbon.
You drink it then?
No, I would not. I would give them away.
Really?
Yeah, I would give them away.
They'd be delicious gifts.
I wouldn't even drink his bourbon. I wouldn't drink it. I'd give it away. To the people that were like moderately to lower part of my friendship scale.
Yeah. And that's an interesting truth. I respect you for it. And that's what this show is all about. So, fantastic looking bottle, maybe not a great gift.
To your lower level friends, it's a perfect gift.